Hey, what is going on, everybody? Brohan Sama here, and today we got a Xbox settings video for Call of Duty Warzone. I feel like every time I look up a settings video, it's always some dude on a PC, you know, telling me on a console what I should use, and I just kind of feel like it's unrelatable. I don't really trust these PC players going into 2024, especially in Season 5. So, this is I'm number one. Am I qualified? No. Do I feel qualified? Yes. I've been playing on my Xbox account for 15 years now, and I've done all the CODs. I've done campaigns, and I think as far as this account's concerned, COD 4 all the way up to this point. And for the most part, I have a 2.0 KD in all the CODs. I'm not the best. I'm not super MLG, try hard CDL, but I definitely get down as far as pub stomping and whatnot. Done my fair share of GB and everything like that. So let's go through these Xbox settings. There's not much on this side we can go through because a lot of this is going to depend on how much you're willing to spend and personal kind of settings, like like where you want buttons to be at and whatnot. But let's just go through here. I play on 1440p and 120 hertz, and honestly, because I have the new Xbox, I have the Xbox X series. Once you go to 120 hertz, you can't go back. I can see why PC players, once they get a PC, they don't go back to console. Maybe if I get my money up, I'm broke. If I get my money up, maybe I'll go to PC. But for now, it's console, and like I said earlier, I don't really trust them. So these are the two settings I got right here. Not a whole lot to do on this side. Volume, I have an Astro A40s TR, which is like a $200 headset, and it was $200 back in like 2016. I imagine it's a little bit more now. But these audio settings are a mixture of the Dolby Atmos and then the Astro Command Center settings. So that might be a separate video. But I got a pretty cracked headset essentially. Like I said, not a whole lot to do on this side, just because it's just a console can only do so much. There's a whole lot more tweaking on the PC. But I just wanted to show y'all that, just to let you know that there's an Xbox player representing for the Warzone community. We're not all PC players. So this is where we get into some of the interesting stuff. Go ahead and mute my mic so I'm not in game chat. Sensitivity. I personally play on 5.5, and let me give you guys some advice that I was told from one of my closest Call of Duty friends, and one of my real life friends too. This guy used to compete back in Modern Warfare 2 days. He used to win GBs. He used to tell me GBs were his pub and tourneys are his GB. So he used to get down and whatnot, and he also told me, set your sensitivity to win a gunfight. Don't have your sensitivity to turn on somebody, because if you got to turn on him, he already got the drop on you, and you should be dead by all rights. And you should be able to rely on your teammates to hey, cover this lane so I don't have to watch two sides and try to turn on somebody and whatnot. Now, some people will feel 5.5 is kind of low. Realistically, I would go, because I saw a video the other day of some dude arguing that 3.3 with the proper dead zones is all right. And whatever sensitivity works for you, works for you. Me personally, I probably wouldn't go anywhere lower than 4, and I wouldn't go anywhere above a 10. If you're playing on that crazy 10 or a crazy like 20/20 sensitivity and whatnot, all this high ass sensitivity, I sincerely hope you're making a montage or you're going for trick shots or something. If you're just doing that just for the fuck of it, that's not, I don't know. I personally can't do that. Maybe if you're like a 15-year-old cracked ass kid, yeah, you can probably do that. But once you get older, that's just not working. And I also feel like if you ever competed in any like online sense or anything, you're probably going to lower that sensitivity, because the guys you're going up against aren't going to be having no crazy ass crack sensitivity. They're going to have real sensitivities, like anywhere from a 6 to like a 9 or something. Me, I'm at 5. 5 works good for me, and I can even do SMG with a 5.5. You're going to have to avoid certain, like when people break your ankles, that's not a sensitivity thing. That's a typical you just pushing at them at the wrong time kind of stuff. So that's all just COD movement in general. All right, so button layout. I play on default. I have the Fusion Razor Pro controller, which is it's essentially a scuff controller that you can buy from Walmart for like $80. It's mad cheap. It's wired, so it's good for competitive. I have the third version. So there was a Fusion Pro 1 and 2. I like the first two because they had paddles, and I only use two paddles. Essentially, I have on my left side of controller, I have the A button, and on the right side, I have the B button. So, you know, when I jump, I click the left side of my controller to jump, and then use the right stick to aim. So I'm kind of like, you know, separating that task, or, you know, making it a little bit easier on my hands and whatnot. But I play on default, and I only play on default because I have the SCUF controller. Before I had the SCUF, when I was growing up, back in, like, you know, up until maybe Black Ops 2 was when I realized I needed a SCUF. But I used to do all the jump shots, you know, just with A. I used to play on tactical, and I would drop shot with the, you know, clicking the right stick and holding that to go prone and whatnot. But yeah, now I have it separated because I'm tired of breaking controllers, and I'm broke. All of this stuff you don't need to tweak. That's all up to you. Yada yada yada. Brightness up to you. Master game volume up to you. There is some stuff in the volume that we might have to go through, but this is all not in the quick area. So let's go into controller. Let's see. Dead zones. These are kind of important. Okay, so because I'm on 5.5, and this is what the guy who talked about the 3.3 sensitivity, he's talking about the dead zones. Even though I'm on a 5.5, because my dead zones are so low, it feels like I'm a little bit faster. It feels like I'm really on like a 7 or a 6, you know? So what I'd recommend is your left stick. Your left stick, you're going to want that down for sake of movement, for sake of as soon as you start moving that stick, your guy goes. That's kind of what you want right there. The right stick, you want that low too. What a lot of people will recommend is that you have it set to a, like, edit your right stick dead zone to the point where if you let go of your right stick, you have minimal stick drift. And me personally, I don't understand that all that too much. I just know having it at a low definitely helps with the movement of your right stick. You know, it helps, you know, like I guess the speed, and just try it out. It definitely does work. You know, I don't want to, maybe I'm not explaining, maybe I don't know how to explain it, but this is definitely what I use. And that's all. You don't need that. All right, we already went over the sensitivity. ADS, this is when I'm aiming in and I'm trying. So this helps me a lot with my tracking when I'm like, especially with my long range, because I mean, when you're on console, aim assist only gets you so far. You're gonna have to do a little bit on your own too. So I have mine a little bit lower. Now this does suck when I'm sniping and I'm trying to like track a guy flying in hella quick. I can't keep up, you know. But as far as being an AR and holding down lanes, this is perfect. I'm not too sure if I did anything here. Yeah, I didn't do nothing there. Oh my god, I did not mean to do that. Aim response curve. This is also important. I go dynamic. Dynamic's kind of been the standard since like 2019. I've never even tried the other two. I think I've always gone dynamic. So just go ahead and just set that up. And once again, this is all the settings for Xbox players, you know. PC, you'll have a lot more options. Us, this is what we got. Aim assist on, of course. The aim assist type. Big debate whether Black Ops or default is better. I'm just gonna go Black Ops just because it's got the word Black Ops. I don't need no other explanation. All right, some more good stuff that we need to go over. The automatic tac sprint. This is gonna help save you controllers and whatnot. You're gonna want this on, and you're gonna want it on automatic tac sprint. What this does is as soon as you move your left stick forward, your guy's gonna go into full-blown sprint. You know, now this is good for movement when you're trying to dip in and out and whatnot. Really good, but there is a drawback, and it almost affects the shotgun players. You'll notice when you have this setting on, when you're trying to like walk with like a hip fire shotgun and you're trying to hip fire while walking forward, you can't do that no more because of this automatic tac sprint. Because as soon as you move forward, your guy goes into full-blown tac sprint, you lose that ability to like hip fire while walking forward. So you'll just have to aim, that's all. It's nothing crazy. It takes a little bit to get used to, and it does kind of affect the gameplay a little bit, but it's just for shotties, you know. So some people switch back when they have their shot, when they go from shotty to SMG, depending on like they're going for a video or something, trying to talk about the metas and whatnot. But me, I leave it on, and I wish I would have done this way back in the day when I played CTF all the time, because I would have saved so much controllers. Slide, maintain, sprint, I have that on. That just helps with the slide cancels. Auto move forward, I have that off. Single tap the sprint. So that's just, again, this is all going to help with the movement. This is going to help us get in and out of gunfights, get away, all that stuff, man. It's very important. Oh. Whew. All right, I had to drink some water. Ground mantle on. I have that on. Some people like it off. Some people like it on. Me, it's all right. You just gotta kind of know, like, I know in certain areas, like on Rust, I know when I slide cancel out of a crate, or into a crate, I'm probably gonna mantle it. So I gotta, you know, as you play more and more, you'll know, you know, like, hey, I always accidentally mantle right here or something, you know. Airborne, same thing. Now I have mine off. I don't know why I have mine off. I must have got pissed off one day and turned it off, but so far it's working for me. Automatic ground mat, I got that off. Slide behavior. Okay, this is important. This is what's gonna make it look like you're looting and you're like hella quick on PC. You're gonna want to do tap the. Oh no, this ain't looting. This is. I'm so sorry. No. This is the slide behavior. I thought I was reading something else. This is gonna help our slide canceling. So this is gonna make it so, yeah, our slide cancel feels more organic and it's kind of it kind of flows a little bit better. Some people, you know, and this is kind of up to you and whatnot, 'cause I know some pros like Shotzi do hybrid or something, and it kind of goes against what all these people who are giving you settings tips, you know, say. It makes it laggy or it's not as fluid. But me, tap the slide works just fine, man. Parachute behavior off. This is going to make it so if you're trying to be the first one to land on the ground and grab a gun, this is going to make it so you can just, you know, pop your chute at your own pace and not have the computer do it for you. Sprint and dash indoors, that's a given. We're going to have that on. Aim down sight, that's standard. Equipment behavior, okay, that's nothing. Where's the one I'm looking for? Interact, this is the one. This is the important one. This is what makes it look like if when you're looting, if, you know, it's going to be quick as fuck. There's a drawback. So when you're looting, you're going to just go up, push X. You're going to be able to fill up your bag fairly quick. But when you reload, you're going to have to hold X. And a lot of people seem to forget that when they first make the change. You'll notice some people will get in the car, they'll shoot their gun, and then they'll have to reload, and they'll just jump out the car, and you're like, oh, fuck, my bad, come pick me up, and all type of shit. You gotta just remember, you gotta hold X now. And really, when I say hold X, if you're standing in an area where there's no loot underneath you, you can just push X. But if there's loot underneath you, which you're in like a crowded building or something, then you're gonna have to hold X. So, you know, let me make sure I clarify that first. Armor plate behavior, apply all. This is gonna help you once again when you're plating up. Instead of holding Y 3 separate times, you can just hold Y once and just get the whole plating process done. And for anybody who doesn't know yet, and we're at the end of this COD cycle for this game, essentially, you can pop plates while running, bro. You can pop plates while running, while diving, you know. So you can definitely, you're gonna have to take into account the movement and whatnot. As long as you don't interrupt that movement process, you can run and you can jump through windows and whatnot still. The pleat ammo switch, C4 1x1. I'm not sure if I have this right. I don't know. I feel like back in like Warzone, I could throw a C4 and double tap X and it'd be quick. I feel like now it's kind of slow, but maybe I don't have this right. Somebody let me know. Is it better grouped or 1x1? A bunch of other stuff. Yada 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 yada. A whole bunch of stuff that don't really matter. Okay, boom. Graphics now, graphics. Okay, these are important. You need to turn these off. These are gonna, there's no point of trying to make your game look like it's real life or nothing, bro. Dude, we need the best vision possible. We gotta be cracked at all times, especially with skill-based matchmaking, how it is nowadays. So turn these off to get yourself a better visual of the map and whatnot. Film grain, I have this low. I have it on 0.15. Kind of helps again with the visuals. Depth of field, have that on. Fidelity cache, this is important. Turn that on, and then turn the fidelity cache strength to 100. That's gonna make your it's gonna make it look a whole lot better, man. Trust me. When I did that, I definitely noticed the difference. Efficiency, okay. Now, if you have the 120 hertz activated on the Xbox settings, you also have to come into the Call of Duty settings and activate it here. So make sure you turn that on, and that's gonna really give your next gen console the next gen experience. Field of view, this is up to the wielder. Everybody's gonna have their own. Some people like the 120 because they want to feel like a PC player. Me, because I know I go into a lot of long range battles. I don't want to be trying to aim for a small speck on my screen. So I use 105. But anywhere between like 100 and 120 really, and like I said, it's up to you. Shoot. Okay, let's go back. Third person doesn't really matter. We're not going to be in a whole lot of situations with third person. I mean, brightness up to you, safe area up to you. All right, now we got to go to, okay, audio over here. And like I said, so this is going to be your audio settings. If I think about my audio settings, I have to tweak my Xbox audio settings, my Astro Command Center audio settings, and then there's settings for the actual game itself. But I use the headphones bass boost. I am not gonna act like I know what all of these sound like. I just know this is what I use and this is what I've been using. And this is where the PC players will start telling you use Art of War and all that stuff. Well, we don't have that option. But maybe there is that option, but I ain't gonna Google it. Let's keep going. A lot of this stuff is up to you, really. You know, proxy chat on. I leave proxy chat on and then I mute players as I go. You know, if you're a streamer, be careful, because if somebody drops, you know, certain words, you may not have said it, but because you streamed it, it's on you. So be careful with proxy chat. Basically, if I go into solos, I'll have proxy chat on, but once I go into trios or quads where I know people are with their homies and they're gonna say some off the wall shit to, you know, just for the sake of shock laughs, yeah, I turn that off. A whole bunch of stuff. You guys go ahead and just, you know, if you want to copy mine or something. It's not really, these settings right here don't really do much. I think that first part, there should have been show more. Okay, yeah, okay. This I almost missed this. That was close. Gameplay music. I turn the music down, bro. I'm not trying to, unless I'm playing zombies and we go for like the Easter egg or something. I don't need to be hearing music. I need to be hearing like gun sounds and shit, footsteps. Dialogue 50. It's good to hear the dialogue. Having, you know, Graves tell me, hey, yada yada yada. You know, every now and then, okay, keeps me on my toes. That's about it for there. All right, now we go into the interface. This is also kind of important. There's some stuff in here that, you know, we need to. Okay, so the minimap shape. If you're using a circle minimap still at this point of Call of Duty, because I remember hearing about this setting thing in like 2019. You gotta, you know, start helping yourself. If you're gonna be playing COD like that, help yourself and just look up a video or two to make sure you're up to date on all the proper stuff to be using, so you're not getting out there getting bodangled every lobby. So I use the square because obviously it covers a lot more. You can see a lot more and it gives you more information. The circle doesn't give you that much, so definitely go to the square. Minimap rotation, I have that too. That's almost like, you know, trying to like operate on a GPS, bro. You know, it's a whole lot easier when it follows your person and not you follow the map. Horizontal compass, that's up to you. You can have that on or off. I keep it on, even though I don't really, I hardly make call outs like he's north, you know, he's north 30, he's, you know, northwest 337. I hardly do that. I just say like my call outs are he's over here followed up with a ping, because only when you have the combination of two is it a full call out. You can't just say he's over here, and you can't just ping. You got to do them both, and then it's like, okay, I know what you're talking about. Crosshairs, I have my crosshairs off. I think they're kind of visually in the way, and I like the center dot better, so I have that instead, and I have that on the largest because I kind of feel like I feel like it helps me with my aiming and it and whatnot. Now maybe I'm tripping, but that's just what I do. All right, hit marker visuals. Have it on, definitely. Why would you not? I read it like I was really debating it. It's no brainer. You gotta have it on. You gotta know when you're hitting, folks. That's, if you don't have it on, that's some campaign shit. Damage base hitting, now that's also important, because if you see that on the image, that's gonna let us know if we got a headshot or not in our gunfight. And if you're a real aggressive player, once you got the guy broken on plates and whatnot, you're gonna close that gap on him. And so, you know, the more information, the better, honestly. Player's name, that's up to you. I have it abbreviated. A whole bunch of stuff. This is all up to you. This is, again, that's probably about it from here. Now, account, I'm not gonna go into that. Actually, if I have to edit stuff out, I'll edit it out. But I don't think there's really. I have 7 players blocked. Yeah, there's some cheaters out there. I have both of these options on. Text chat on. Dismemberment on. Not a whole lot of stuff over here. All right, and that's about it for the most part. Now I know when it comes to right now, because we are in like what, the end of July, I know I'm hella late with these settings, but I'm making this video because there is no Xbox representative. It seems like everybody who makes settings videos for Call of Duty is a PC player and whatnot. And you know, like I said in the beginning, I just don't trust y'all. As soon as I see the FPS counter, I just assume that you got the Art of War and your DS4 and all that. I just can't trust y'all, guys. I'm sorry. It's hard times out here, but I'm also making this video because in preparation for Black Ops 6, I want you guys to know that I'm gonna be making more content for Xbox, you know, consoles in general. I'm not a PC player. I don't want to be a PC player. I'd rather if I had $5,000, I'd rather put that in a boat than a PC for a free game, you know. But these are my settings. This is what I use, and actually I never showed my stats. This is I told y'all I was like a 2.0 player, but I gotta prove it. Multiplayer is it's just camo grind. That's just for the camo grind, so don't pay attention to that. Battle Royale, I got a 2.7 in battle, and you should never really flex your KD. Like I'm only showing this because I need to show you guys that, hey, these are my stats, this is my settings, this is how long I've been doing this. So you know, this is why I feel somewhat qualified, but this is what, you know, this is what I do. So Battle Royale 2.7, that's cool. Resurgence, I have the 2.4, that's cool. I don't even play Plunder. I played one game. Plunder is for people who don't have multiplayer. You don't have the actual Call of Duty game and you gotta grind over here. That's what I feel like Plunder's for. And then ranked, I have a 2.25. So I'm a decent all-around kind of player for a console guy. And you know, it's my channel isn't about being the best, it's about being relatable. You know, we're blue collar, we work, you know, it's 8-hour shifts, you know, Monday through Friday, but I'm gone half the day just to, you know, traffic and whatnot. It's you know, we're just relatable streamers over here, man. We're not trying to be the best. We're too old to try to be the best, man. We're trying to have fun and make this more relatable. And then maybe one of you guys are on console, you start here and you learn from this video, you start from, you know, the consoles. Eventually you're going to work your way up, and that's fine and everything, bro. But for a starting ground, this is for the starters, you know. But that is all for this video. Those are my settings. Let me know if I missed anything. Let me know what you guys feel. Maybe let me know what you feel in general. Maybe me assuming that all PC players are cheating is out of pocket, you know. Maybe I need to calm down, but it's hard to believe. If you played season 5, you know what I'm saying, because these level 36s are the best players in the lobby, and it's just it's outrageous. Thank you all for stopping by. Like, comment, and subscribe, and let me know what I can do in the next video or whatnot. Peace.